It was
or
more so
think?
like, do you think that social like influencers, whether they're in social media or like YouTube or whatever, have a responsibility to change who they are, change their
Oh,
platforms, or change their characters in a way that is more accepting of like the social expectations of things, like fall in line with the social expectation? Or do you think that they're like similar to comedians, where they're kind of existing, like they are there to push back against societal expectations?
I mean, I want to say like I want to say that that's for like they know they don't have a responsibility because at the end of the day, the internet will do what it does and just cancel people that they don't like. So if you start like spewing some bullshit or like you start being racist or whatever, eventually the internet will like cancel you and smear your name or whatever. But at the same time, that doesn't work all of the time. Like I feel like we've platformed a decent amount of lolcows. Like I don't think I like for example, I don't think that the type of personality clavicular is is inspiring young men of today with is like exactly helpful for our current social circumstances or like we've platformed Gaming for Hope who's like kind of a lolcow and also like all kinds of phobic but just because we made fun of him he actually like his platform. So there's one side of the coin that like yes I think it is or no, no, it's not the responsibility of the influencer to basically put a filter on themselves. Because the bill comes due, I guess. But sometimes the bill doesn't come due.
Right.
And more, it's like that echo chamber of like, how much can I min max farming negativity without being completely hated and like, actually, like the tides turning against me and everyone hating me. But I mean, should it be their responsibility? I guess. Yeah. For the goodness of the viewers. It's also, I guess, it's also the responsibility of the viewer to use their critical thinking and make decisions and form their opinions without that help or without just like completely regurgitating something else.
Yeah, I think
So
that
I guess,
I agree. Like,
yeah.
it would be ignorant of a content creator to not think that they have like the power over their audience that like a politician has over their incumbents. It's not too
Yeah.
dissimilar of a
Maybe
relationship.
more, like arguably
Yeah,
more, if
maybe
you think
more
about it.
because like people like
Because
content creators. There's a parasocial level of attachment that people
right,
have with content
that
creators
you
that you
don't
don't
even
have
have
with.
that with
No, you don't.
politicians. Like if someone is like, if someone that you've been parasocially like watching is like, hey, try these new Raycon earbuds. Not a sponsor, by the way. I'm just using an example that everyone has probably seen. Like that's
Hey,
NordVPN,
play
guys.
Raid
Better
Shadow
help.
Legends.
Yeah, Raid Shadow Legends. Like the reason that it works is that I mean, influencer marketing like actually works. But I think there's two sides of the coin. It's both the responsibility of the creator to filter themselves, but then again, like not everyone does. And it's also the responsibility of the person consuming the content to think critically about what they're actually consuming and like form opinions for themselves. Because I mean, it's a both and, but critical thinking's on the is lowering and like all that shit.
And then you got to add the ethical implication of, well, what if people who are supposed to be critical thinking are critically thinking are simply just incapable of doing so? Which some humans just are unable to critically think for themselves. Children are a great example of that, like young impressionable kids at the age of
True.
13 watching YouTubers and then growing up watching that YouTuber is going to significantly change what kind of person they become. And they don't have
Absolutely.
that critical thinking skill that a full-grown adult might have. So in that sense, yeah, it is the responsibility of a content creator to know their audience and know who watches them and to not go too crazy out of the way, out of social expectation. But I also think that there's a line that you can kind of dance around. I'm a big, I mean, we all know Vanoss Crew, right? Like we all know, like the Vanoss Crew has stuck around for like over a decade now. They have been huge names on YouTube and still are huge names on YouTube. And they have only gotten edgier and edgier with their content as time has gone on, and yet they really haven't seen much of any backlash. And so, like, I don't know if that's because everyone is just like, oh, well, that's just the Vanoss Crew. Like, they're just always have been like that and always will be like that. Or if that's them trying to deliberately push that barrier more and more as things get more and more volatile on the internet. Are they just trying to poke more fun at the volatility? Or are they contributing to the volatility, if that makes sense? Just as like an example. I mean, Burn Peanut's another example, right? I mean, you're on one camp where you're gonna hate him, and then you're on other camps where people are gonna love him. And there's not too many people who are just like neutral to him, because it's a lot easier to put yourself in one camp or the other than to live in that gray area of, even if you know a lot about him, like it's hard to grapple with the idea that like somebody is more complex than what someone on Twitter will say they, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Deep philosophical stuff. Wow, my brain hurts, man. This is too much thinking for me. Oh, wow.
What is the creator right now? Like, name one creator on the platform that is the best role model and putting, good ideas into our young impressionable children, and then give the one creator that is doing the worst for the platform, being the worst role model and putting the worst ideas into.
Okay, well, worst there could be numerous examples. I mean, the problem with this question is that it's based on opinion. Like, I mean, obviously, I guess fair. You're asking for my opinion, so I should share it. But
give I guess an example of one of the top people that are doing the best, and one of the people that are doing the worst.
I've already talked about the Vanoss group, but I think that like YouTubers like that in that group are doing a great job, because they've faced controversy and then they've grown from it, but they're also like seasoned YouTubers. And the longer you've spent, like they were in YouTube when it was in its infancy, and they knew. That's why you've got creators like Jacksepticeye. Actually, no, I know one. Markiplier. I think that Markiplier is a pure movement of good on YouTube. I think that if you don't like his content, that's fine. You don't have to. But I don't think that anybody hates him. I don't think anybody ever will. I don't think you can. I don't think you can ever hate Jacksepticeye either. I think that those YouTubers and PewDiePie had the bridge incident. Not so great, right?
Wait,
but like even that,
he
bounced
Let me search
back.
that up again. I forgot.
Where he's playing PUBG.
You don't know
PUBG.
You don't know the
the
PewDiePie bridge incident?
He says a no word. He says the gamer word on the bridge.
He says the gamer word.
And he says it like maliciously
really
too. It wasn't just like a slip. It was malicious. He used that shit aggressively. And like that is insane too, that is like a lot of people nowadays are getting canceled for things like way less severe than somebody on stream saying that word in the way that PewDiePie said it. And yet PewDiePie is still beloved.
Wait,
when
hold
he
on.
said it was
23 seconds.
Cute.
Let me see it.
Dude, he said,
It's
"Oh,
cute
what a
when he does
fucking,"
it.
and then he said it.
Yeah, it's cute when he does
It's not cute. I mean, I guess all that comes in the opinion. Like, I love PewDiePie. I don't want to get too much
It's
into that.
endearing when he does it.
Yeah, man. I guess. But he's also like, he was the largest YouTuber on the platform, which demands a lot of responsibility.
Because when was this? Like 2016?
Somewhere around 2016,
2015?
2018? No. 2016, 2018 sounds about right. Somewhere around there. He
PewDiePie bridge.
Well, he recently also retired from YouTube. He stopped doing. He stopped for a while, but then he stopped doing his vlogging now with his kid, because he doesn't want the kid to have his like privacy violated by being on YouTube.
Right.
Which is super valid.
Right.
Which means we're probably not going to see much of PewDiePie anymore, which is a shame. But yeah, forces of good like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye. I don't know. I haven't kept up with Dan TDM since I watched him play like modded Minecraft, but I'm sure he's still doing good.
They all have kids, man, and kids mean you get less time on the game.
Markiplier doesn't have a kid.
Yeah,
that's why he was able to make a whole fucking
That's why
movie.
he's like a force of nature. Yeah.
He made Iron Lung. Yeah.
I don't think Jacksepticeye has a kid either, which is why he's been able to do a lot. He's also producing. Oh shit! What movie is? And he's producing some game. Oh, it was a Dark Souls movie. He's producing animated Dark Souls.
He's producing
Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Bloodborne, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah, that's cool.
I remember I heard that. I'm like, what the fuck?
It's really random.
That like, it is really.
But he
random,
loves the game.
especially since
I didn't realize how much he loved it.
He hasn't really done this before. I don't think.
He does not. I mean, he's been involved in like animation stuff, and I mean, this is going to be an animated movie, so like it's still animation. But he's been involved in like voice acting. He voice acts in a lot of stuff. I mean, he was also in the newest. You've seen the new 007 game, like basically the Hitman, but 007 James Bond video game. He was a cameo in that.